Hello, thank you for watching this video. My name is Maggie and I'm going to tell you a little bit about me in this actual video so you can see who I am and where I've come from and how I got to where I am today. In the video, it's going to talk about a lot of different things that I have done in my life and how I got to be right here where I am. So I am from a family of 9 and I grew up in Pennsylvania. I've always lived here in Pennsylvania. We're close to around Pittsburgh. And I was married when I was 19 years old. I struggled in school. I was not the top student. I did go to a private school and that didn't help me much at all. I did do a vocational where I did graphic arts, and back then graphic arts was a little more with photography, graphic design, layout and stuff like that. But we didn't have the computers that we do today. And I struggled a little bit getting through all of that because now it's just amazing how much involved in that. So, like I said, I got married around when I was 19 years old. When I was 20, I was pregnant with my son, and I worked at a factory that did plastics, a lot of chemicals there, and I printed on bottles. So being pregnant and being exposed to those chemicals was just not going to work. We just bought a brand new house, so we had lots and lots of payments and debt, so quitting my job was not a very good idea to do, in which I did. Since that time, since I've been 20, I have been working on so many different projects just to make money and ends meet. The first thing that my mother and I decided we were going to start up the photography business. And we tried and tried, and it was very, very frustrating at first. So I did like dried and silk for wall hangings, and I went to craft show after craft show, and I sold so much for years, and it was like work and then sell, and it just like you would barely make any money because you had to buy the supplies and this, and I struggled with that as well. But I learned to speak with people and talk to people, and that was very, very good for me because I was very shy, and a lot of people that know me now go, there's no way that you're shy, Maggie. And yeah, I was very, very shy. So that actually brought me out of the shell, and I was able to learn to talk to people more. I found a program that just very elementary thing that all of a sudden I was like, this is how it actually worked. And I'm going to go into detail in a later video about goal setting and setting goals and stuff like that. So this thing laid out that I had to write down every single thing that I had to do. So I had to sit there and write, all my goals and stuff like that. So when I implemented that into my photography business, all of a sudden it just bloomed. Like, our studio was one of the #1 studios for graduating seniors. So I did like 5 seniors a day, and we worked. So very profitable for years and years and years. Probably close to like 20 years, where it was very, very popular and very, very, we made a tremendous amount of money. But my mother had developed Parkinson's disease, and in 2017 was the last year of the studio because it just slowly started going downhill because it was very hard for her to do a lot of the stuff because we basically did a lot of it together, and I was taking on all of it, and it was very hard, and I didn't realize that taking all that task it's just too much for one person. Like, there's no way for me to do that. So with the studio, it kind of just declined all the way down through. In this year, she passed away to 2020. passed away in March. And in between 17 and into March, I really did a lot of taking care of her in her own home. My other siblings would help as well, but I did a lot of things to try to keep her as comfortable as she could in her house. So after that, I would, through 17 of that, I would do a bunch of little odd jobs. I would do photography, clients here and there. I did OCR, which is OCR racing here, and I did a lot of that, photographing that and photographing horses, because I'm a breeder, miniature horse breeder as well. And miniature horse, I breed. I've shown for 17, 18 years, and I've done a lot of stuff in that particular industry as well. And the skill that I learned, to get the studio up and running, it works with everything in my life. So it worked with my OCR racing, it worked with it worked with my fitness, because I was a little bit heavier, and now I'm a lot lighter. And I can get around and I can work a little bit more because I'm a little bit lighter, a little bit more fit. So that particular plan helped me through that. So, during March and into all the way to June, I helped a friend trying to get supplemental income for myself. I helped a friend birth miniature horses, sort of thing. And during that time, I was rushed to the emergency room. And I'm going to try to get through this without getting a little upset. But when I was laying there, before the ambulance showed up, I couldn't breathe. It's everything that I could to try to not pass out and breathe, because my guy was there, Brent, and my good friends that I was helping the horses, they were there too. And I thought to myself, I can't die right now. I can't die in front of them. That would be horrible. And I have so much to give to people. I have so much to give. All the stuff that I've learned throughout my years and everything that I've got to this point, I realized that, why am I holding it back? Why am I not giving to the community? Why don't I share what I know? On that ambulance ride, I was so scared. And I realized that I need to change. I have to change. So I've put in a mission that I'm going to change everything and get myself in a better position. And I have. And I'm so excited to tell people about what had happened. And once I was at the hospital and they did all the tests and everything like that, and I'm like so nervous because they were telling me it could be this or that, or I had a CAT scan and stuff, and my heart is good. I do have a little bit of problem with my lungs, mostly because of dust and maybe chemicals from the actual, way back when. It's hard to tell when the damage was done to my lungs. So I do have a little bit hard time breathing, and that could be why I have a harder time with the OCR as well. But I did find out something, that I was actually a little bit special. Remember when I said I am number 7? So I always call myself lucky number 7. And I realized that day when the doctor comes in and he goes, "Hey, did you know you have a horseshoe kidney?" So I actually have like a horseshoe, like a lucky little horseshoe, and I have miniature horses. And I was like, oh, well, of course I do. Of course I have something as lucky as that. So I felt it was a sign. It was a sign that says, look how lucky you are, Mag, to live right now and share what you have to share. And I'm wearing my Norwal shirt right now, and my little Norwal in the back. And I always used to call myself a unicorn. And I said, well, everybody seems to be a unicorn. And I said, well, in a world full of unicorns, I'm going to be a Norwal. That means I'm going to stand out just a little bit stronger than everybody else. I want people to to see how I got to where I am right now. I have so many tools in my toolbox that I can share with everybody, and I want to give that to you. So that's who I am, and you're going to hear either through with working with on YouTube or on Facebook. Check me out, Maggie Kalinick or Maggie Clark Kalinick on Facebook. Check me out, check out all the stuff that I've done. Maggie'sAwesomeLife.com, which is my website. I'm going to get it really up and running, and stay with me. I'm going to share a lot of different elements throughout my life, because I have done some crazy stuff. I've been on a TV show. I've been, I breed and show miniature horses. I've done photography. I've done fitness. I've done OCR racing. There is so much that I really want to share with you. So I want you to pay attention to who I am and how I'm going to do this, because I'm giving. I want you to have the knowledge, so it doesn't take you this long to get to where I am right now. Or if you want to better your life, come to me. I'll try to get you through a little bit, because I've been through more than I've even explained in this video. This is a very short video of talking about me and talking about how I became where I am. So this is just a small little bit of a story, just so that you can kind of understand where I came from. So stick with me. I'm going to share you a lot of cool tools that I have in my toolbox, and I want you to implement them within your life, so that you can have that crazy awesome life as me. So everybody have an absolutely wonderful day. Subscribe to my channel here at YouTube. Like me on Facebook, Maggie's Crazy Awesome Life. Click the like button or follow button. I'm not sure what button I have. There's links and stuff like that kind of will guide you through a couple of things, so that you get a chance to follow me. I'm going to give a lot of content away, so that you can get to see how I got to where I'm at. And so everybody have a great, awesome day, and live that crazy, awesome life.